In reality, the answers that you need for the addition tables really only span from 0 to 18. All of the combinations for 0 plus 0 all the way through 9 plus 9 incorporate one of the numbers between 0 and 18. So a person learning the addition tables really only needs to concentrate on the first numbers, the first counting numbers. But still, some children are struggling with the addition facts by the time that they're teaching the multiplication tables in school. And the combination of having to deal with not having fully learned the addition facts, so usually the subtraction facts are suffering as well, and being introduced to another whole array of numbers that deal with multiplication and division, this can be completely overwhelming for some children, and they end up not learning any of the multiplication tables. The multiplication tables are more crucial to know by heart for the upper math concepts that your child is going to get involving fractions and decimals and polynomials. With that being said, children that have not quite mastered their addition tables really need a kickstart. I'd like to show you a few hedges that might stop that gap for children who are still struggling with addition. There are numbers that I call pointy and roundy. Pointy numbers incorporate 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And the roundy numbers, to me, are 6, 7, 8, and 9. The pointy numbers seem to have points on them that are begging to be counted. For example, on the 1, a child could touch a point maybe at the top of the 1. So if they had a problem, 7 plus 1, they could simply say the 7 and go 8. 2s seem to have two things that stick out, 2 points that stick out that could be counted. So if our problem perhaps was 5 plus 2, we could say 5 and count points, 5, 6, 7. 3 seems to have 3 positions that could be counted. 4s, 1, 2, 3, 4. Perhaps we would have maybe an 8 plus 4. In this case, we could say the 8 and count points. So it's 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. And 5, we could count points 1, 2, 3, the belly, 4, and 5. So let's say we had a 7 plus 5. We could say 7 and then count points on the 5. So it would be 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. When your child counts points, he or she would not have to make the round circles that I have. It's just a pencil touch. Let me show you again. Maybe we would have a 6 plus 3. It would be 6, 7, 8, 9. Of course, I invite children to use the doubles plus 1, and the groups to 10 strategy as well. You might say, yes, but what if they're both roundy numbers? That's a good point. So let's say we have a 6 plus 8. In this case, we could take the 6 into our hand. Here I have my 5 plus 1, my thumb from the other. Say 8, and use up some of my fingers to try to get to 10. So I would have 8, maybe 9, 10, and then with 4 left over, it's an easy stretch to 14. 7 plus 6, you could use the doubles plus 1 strategy on this and go, because the numbers are right next to each other in counting order, we could go 6 and 6 is 12, plus 1 more is 13. If we had an 8 plus 5 maybe, this would be counting points. 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Strategy, perhaps an 8 plus a 9. There again, we've got our numbers in counting order. We could use the doubles plus 1 strategy. 8 plus 8 is 16, and 1 more is 17. How about a 6 plus 9? In this case, I'm going to take 6 into my hand, say 9, 10, and the rest is 15. Hopefully those strategies will help some. The counting points on the pointy numbers and using up the rounding numbers first.